Tripp Kramer here from trippadvice.com. Imagine this. You just started dating a girl. Maybe you've been through 4, 5, 6 dates. Maybe you're in a relationship with a girl. And then you start to notice you're not getting as many text messages back. She's not able to meet up as much. You're noticing a disconnect. You can kind of intuitively feel like there's something going on between you two, some sort of disconnect. She's pulling away. Why is this happening? There's really only a few reasons, or maybe many reasons, which I'll be going over today, which is why she's pulling away. So again, I'll be giving you these reasons. It could be all of them, it could be one of them, but these are the main reasons why a woman starts to become unattracted and distance herself from you. One is neediness. Neediness means that you are acting in a way where you need her. Maybe you're smothering her, always wanting to be with her, always texting her, hanging out too much. Basically, what's happening here is you're showing her you don't have your own life. And also, if you guys are hanging out so much, it doesn't leave for distance, it doesn't leave for mystery. Esther Perel, who is a famous sociologist, she says that when you create more mystery and more distance, that actually creates desire. So that means that you don't want to necessarily know every little thing about your partner. You don't want to be spending every waking moment with your partner because it doesn't leave mystery, and mystery is exciting. So make sure that if you just start dating a woman or you've been in a relationship for a long time, don't see them every single day. Don't try to hang out with them all the time. I know there's exceptions here, right? Of course, you're like, well, Tripp, eventually I might live with her. We might be married. We might have kids. Yes, it's going to get harder to be able to separate you two as you guys grow closer, but that's where the challenge lies, where you got to figure out how could you have your own days? How could you separate? How can you make some distance between yourself so you can come back together and be happier and be more excited to see the person? This next one is more for guys who are in relationships. What happens is guy tries to attract girl. Guy gets girl. Guy gets into a relationship. Guy starts to not try as hard. He starts to let go. He doesn't go to the gym as much. He becomes more sloppy. He becomes less attentive, less caring, because he feels like that there was this goal accomplished. Guys are very goal-oriented. We think like, okay, let's do the thing, and then once we have the thing, it's done. But that's not how it works with relationships. It's not like you get the girl, and then boom, everything's good from there on out. No. With relationships, with anything that you're doing, work continues. So for example, let's say you're working out and your goal is to, gain a certain amount of muscle mass and a certain amount of body fat, and then you get that goal. You don't just go, okay, that's it, I did it, I'm done. No, if you want to keep it like that, you need to maintain. Same thing with relationships. You need to maintain a relationship. So you can't just let loose. You can't just not try anymore. You can't, not have date nights, not go out. You can't, try less in the bedroom. You can't let yourself go, like I said, and just like not work out anymore, not try to seduce her anymore, not try to have conversations that are flirty with her. If that stuff goes away, she's going to pull away because she's going to realize that there's no spark anymore in the relationship. Here's a couple that are sort of connected to the last one that I said. So if you're in a situation where you're dating a girl and you guys have been together for a while, and then you find that you don't do anything anymore. You get into a really boring routine, right? She comes home, you make dinner, you watch some TV, maybe you have sex, you go to bed. Maybe on the weekends you go to dinner, you go to the same kind of spot, that's it. There's no excitement. Again, this takes work. I'm not lying about that. There are definitely things that you need to do. There's effort that needs to be put in. So what you're gonna have to do, and hopefully, by the way, she's doing this with you. I'm not saying that you need to be doing all the work. Hopefully there's some co-work involved here. But if she's not doing it, at least you can step up to the plate as the man in the relationship and act as necessary, and hopefully she'll follow suit. So make sure that you guys don't follow a routine, that you guys do random sporadic outings, that maybe you don't just do a date on a Friday night, but you do it on a Wednesday night. Even if you're tired, you plan an activity. You guys have sex on a night that you guys don't normally have sex on. Maybe you guys do a spontaneous trip. Whatever it is, try to knock out that routine so she doesn't get bored. And let's be honest, you're gonna get bored too. So you gotta make it interesting in that way. I wanna circle back to one that I talked about earlier that I think it's gonna help you with. It's this idea of neediness. A lot of guys are needy because they don't have anything else going on in their life. So I wanna stress to you, because I think this can be the domino effect that can help a lot of these issues altogether, is creating your own life. Making sure that you have friends to hang out with, hobbies to attend to, that you are still working on your path and purpose, which could be connected to your career, things that you're doing outside of her. So that way, you guys have some distance, you're enjoying other things, you don't need her. And then on top of that, you guys can continue to work on your relationship together because you get excited to see her. I think it's going to be easier for you to want to put in the effort when you guys have created some of that distance and not hanging out all the time. So make sure that that's happening now. Don't wait too long to do that. Now also, you might be at the point where you don't have a girlfriend yet. You're not in a relationship. You would love to take this advice, but you're not there yet. Well, lucky for you, I have a course called Hooked at getherhooked.com, and inside there's a module called the Girlfriend Generator, which teaches you how to get a girlfriend. Mainly, what do you do once you start dating a girl? How do you take it from, okay, we've been on a few dates, to eventually she becomes your girlfriend? What does that process look like? How do you make it so it happens? Check it out at getherhooked.com. That's my course that goes over all that stuff. And then you could take this advice and have an awesome relationship. Check that out. Leave a comment down below, and I'll talk to you on the next video.